Day 53, Min beneath the trees and the rain, and hopefully the wind will stay down and you can hear the ocean in the background. What do you think? Could we speak to Micah? I'm certain she'd be delighted to help however she could, Arita, Shinrei replied. Our Pink Salt Lake does the same thing, so I guess any body of water could do it, Radian mused. Perhaps Palia could lend a hand with a little bit of earth tilting under Micah's bed. Stupendous, Glouderall waved his branches in accord. I bet she'd relish the idea. Could I add that irrigation at our feet is a sound plan, Shimran added. It might save some of the undergrowth and protect that part of the presence which is closer to the surface. Who knows, perhaps it'll protect our roots and allow us to recover. Then we'll need to get digging as soon as possible, Min said. Urson, are there existing burrows that could be used? Are there many diggers in the forest? Who else can dig and help? Thousands, Min, thousands. We diggers are many and varied. And then there are the scrabbling flappers. They dig too. We could access all our burrows and dig connecting holes as long as there are burrows in the new forest that we can shelter in when the fires attack. Could I be part of this mighty engineering team? Fitlin requested. Arita put up her hand. Min, I'd love to be involved with anything to do with water. Me too, please, Luster volunteered. And I really want to work with the River Micah to create the monstrous waves. Clearly enthralled by the notion, Cygnus stretched and waggled her neck. Team 2 done. Next we need the team responsible for the flapper forces to evacuate the beings of the canopy and relocate them to the new forest and into the caves. Who will work with Bibble? Odin and Lorelei? I will, Matilda said. Matilda said. I can speak to flappers of all kinds. Min was instantly embarrassed, having lauded herself as the language master. Relax, Min, Matilda looked at her with alarming insight into what she was thinking. I can't talk to trees and energy and creatures and rivers like you. For the first time, she smiled directly at Min. Relief washed through Min. A newly cooperative Matilda was one less complication to deal with. Radian put his hand up for the flapper force. Min knew it was a courageous decision, as he'd confessed that Matilda made him nervous. She also knew why he made the decision. He was captivated by four-winged beings, in particular dragon flappers, because of their iridescent wings and their ability to hover. Team 3 sorted, and what a team, she explained, smiling at Radian. How about protecting the trees using the healing plants in the valley? Dendrilla, would you work with Rosard? Min requested. Dendrilla regarded Rosard with her large black eyes. Rosard, you was scared of the spinners. What about the slitherers? Now it was Rosard's chance to laugh. Fearless, Dendrilla. I can't wait to learn from you about all the ways the creatures and plants of the forest can produce remedies to protect or heal. Would you be able to analyze a potion? Min asked, holding up the amulet of Macaline. We were given this precious remedy to bring with us. 1 drop heals burns and seals wounds. Do you want to test it? Rosard's eyes gleamed. Frass edged forward for a closer look. Potions are my speciality, he said in a soft voice. I'd welcome the chance to help. Fascinating. Dendrilla stood closer to Min to satisfy her curiosity. That's Team 4 together. What's next? Min asked the gathering. Decoys, Cooks hee-hawed. What about decoys? We're a fearless bunch, we laughing flappers, and we make one almighty noise when thousands of us shriek like demons. She let out a series of guffaws and multi-tone chortles as if to prove it. Anyway, she continued, still chuckling. On Micah's far bank, closest to the valley wall, we know we can escape whatever comes our way over its rim. You've suggested these fearsome are sentient. Then I cannot wait to see their response to our orchestra of howls. I reckon we could scare them flameless. Her joke sent off into further chains of cackles. Thank you, Cooks. Your plan is fearless and quite startling too, Min said, also laughing. Cook's mirth was infectious. Can I leave you to arrange Team 5 then? Of course, Cooks agreed, sealing the arrangement with another prolonged round of chortles. I guess, Ottolan, now everyone is assigned, we'll be the language translators and coordinators. I'm at your service, my dear Min. She grinned, then her face changed. Wait a moment. We haven't talked about what we learned from our encounter with the fearsome. Do you recall the scurrilone we battled with, Ottolan? It might have been blowing every which way inside itself. Still, there was a pattern to its attack. If I recall, it was from below and upward, then right and downwards, then left and sideways. Quite so, he agreed. If that was a pattern, Shinare, then all the trees could bend their branches in the opposite directions, creating a counter force. Maybe, she said, thinking out aloud, even create a wind force of your own that might, I don't know, blow the scurrilones in on themselves. Clever! Fitlin stood back with his hands on his hips, looking at her in admiration. It's not only Ottolan and Fitlin who are proud of you, Min. We are too, Flick said. Min shook her head in astonishment. Really? She asked. Yes, we are, Flutter confirmed. That, Min, is an exceptional notion and worthy of consideration, Gladwell replied. Min clenched her fists and said with conviction, thanks to her wings, then you should fight. Fight, Min? Ottolan asked. Who can fight the fearsome? Well, I suppose everything we're doing now is about fighting them. Do you recall the ghostwood trees in Fenn's forest? How they fought that emberist that was following us? They used their branches to bat at balls of flame straight back at it, and the emberist seemed to disintegrate and disappear, Radian said. Their account of the tree's battle with the emberist touched a chord of interest in the Radiance. Is that so? Shinare asked with some wonder in her voice. I've not heard of such a defensive strategy. On my silver trunk, you have inspired me. I shall not go down without a fight. What say the rest of you? Glouderel growled his assent. Branches to the ready. Shimmerin tinkled her leaves. I shall become a nifty batter. Yes, Team Trees it is then. Min clenched her fists and shook both hands in a gesture of triumph. From all over the forest, as the idea raced from tree to tree, there arose a chant, like a war cry. We won't go down without a fight. She shivered all over with unexpected joy and an overwhelming sense of relief that these precious trees just might be spared. We won't go down without a fight, she sang. The glens punched the air, crying out, fight, fight, fight. The creatures took up the chant, and the feathered and four-winged flappers squawked and buzzed and trilled. The forest sounded out in unison. We won't go down without a fight. And I'll see you beneath the trees tomorrow.